stream. I'm here with Meta.
Hello, hello.
I think all of my tech setup is like on the brink of completely combusting for some reason. I don't know what's going on. My computer like attempted to update, it failed. Discord is like barely working.
Let's hope this doesn't break things. Sending the invite for guest star now.
This shouldn't. This is like a web thing, so this is like unrelated to the other stuff going weird.
Your computer's gonna be like, another tab you want to open? What are you trying to do, man?
Okay, that's good. Let me get. Oh. All right, let me refresh this guest star thing. Yo, Older Lamb, what's good? That's what I forgot to do. I was gonna do the pony list thing. Okay, I'm in
He's in. Start sharing chat.
All right. Share chat is on. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I need to post the little Discord notification because I restart Discord like mid setup. How are you guys? What's good, Ultra Lamb? Are you guys ready for some Trickshot Simulator? We're gonna do Trickshot for a little bit with Meta, and then we're gonna do some Super Mario 64. Okay.
It's not gonna be a long session.
Yeah, this is gonna be a short, just quick one, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I didn't put any link. Okay, I don't care. Whatever, it's fine. They know where to find me. I don't care. No, I don't want to do any more setup. Yo, yes, Ramen, what's good? Hi. What's up, Baron? Been a while. It has been a little bit. Welcome to the stream. We are just getting into some Trickshot Simulator. What's good, guys? All right. I don't know what this is highlighting. Click.
Sharing streams. I need to open your stream so I can see what's going on.
Sure. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm just gonna. Maybe I am able to. I just don't want to. I don't want to mess with anything right now. I'm like scared.
Not worth messing with things.
I will. If you like freak out or anything, then I'll just go back to your stream and have a look. I lost my sub, and I'm poor no more. Gasm. Yo. Nice. I'm playing Smash Bros with the gals. Wait, the gals? Do tell them. All right, I'm jumping into chip 3 in a row. Why is there a Discord overlay? Where did this come from? Oh, Discord, what are you doing?
Chip 3 in a row.
Okay, hold on. How do I... Maybe if I just leave Discord over there, it just won't overlay itself? Is that what I'm understanding? No. How do I disable this? What is this? Where's my mouse? Click any key to start. Where's my cursor? Stop.
Oh, that's one chip.
Tech issues. Did you already get one?
Oh.
Did you already get two? You don't get it immediately. Stream info game overlay. Yo, Meta, thank you for the sub at tier 1. Wait, what? There's no way you got it.
I didn't get it. I had that pre-typed. Don't worry.
You're crazy. You scared me. You're like
2 minutes in.
Oh my god. Okay, I've disabled the goddamn overlay. Is it back to normal? Okay, it's back to normal. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm ready. Let's get into it for like 45 minutes. Let's do this. It's time. It's time, alright? It's time to get the chip 3 in a row. Okay, we've been chipping in and out. We need to chip into this thing. And then we're gonna do some good old Mario 64. We're gonna do some grinding. Dude, did you see I PB'd yesterday, by the way?
You did?
I did. I got my first 120 star PB in like 8 months or something.
Nice.
Big. I was a minute ahead into Bowser in the Sky, the final level, and then I fell down and panicked and melted down, and I got perfect Bowser throws and PB by 7 seconds.
God, it's always. I mean, you've got an insane gap now between your PB and some of best, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like 8 minutes or something. It's nuts. It's huge. It's way too big. My PB is really bad for where my skill level's at, I think. I don't know. I'm really inconsistent. I'm just gonna try full sending some more runs. That run had like a death in... I think I was a minute ahead into shifting Sandland, and then I died on reds, and I was like red out of that split as well. It's just ridiculous. It was just brutal, man. But no, anyway, okay, you said you've been busy IRL. What have you been up to?
Oh man, so I guess the first thing that happened was me leaving my job.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
you know, okay, so this is mixed feelings about it, right? Like, absolutely greatest decision I made at career wise. It sounds like I still keep close contact with my coworkers, and every decision I hear our bosses make just sounds like they really don't want people to be happy, and they're trying to just
give me like an example.
So this and this is from another coworker. However, it feels like it's coming from a boss through them. I had a very specific system working for my school to keep kids on top of bringing their devices and giving like real punishment for if they didn't. Like, you only get 5 loaner devices per semester. If you hit that limit,
that's a good system.
You can't get any more. And
so
it was
like you can forget it 5 times.
Right. And it was working. And like, there's some kids, you know, you can lean the rules. You can stretch them a bit if the kid's, you know, consistent and you recognize the kid and they're communicating with you. So I had trained a guy on it. Great guy. I trust him with it. He was good, receptive with it. He, however, is going to be taking a day off, so he needed to train someone else on the system. And I'm hearing that not only was the other guy not paying attention to the training, but then was also like, oh yeah, about that, like, I've already got a project that I'm working on to replace that system so that everyone can cover. And we're like, okay, so you're not even bothering to learn the system to know what you need to be replacing, and you're just going ahead and trying to replace it.
What the heck? Okay.
Like, just actively trying to set a fire. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like that something the guy would do, because I think, I don't know, at this point I think he does what the bosses want him to do, which isn't, which, you know, gets you in good graces with the bosses, but the bosses don't seem to care about the students, and so it just makes you seem like you don't care about the students.
Yeah, that's kind of painful. I don't. This doesn't sound like a good setup.
No. Yeah.
Welcome to the server. Welcome.
But still hate that I had to leave the job, because those coworkers were like the greatest. I mean, they're awesome. I was just playing games with them.
You love the coworkers a lot. Yo, Rebecca, welcome.
Yeah, like, before we hopped on, I was playing some games with them. It's just nice to talk. So
yeah,
it sucks
that chill vibe.
Sucks that they're the ones that have to suffer the bad decisions.
Yeah, hopefully they power through and can maybe find better work somewhere else. It sounds like. Yoki, Barinade. How are you, Q? I seriously now I was panicking for you. I don't know what was happening. I had like an onslaught of like tech issues leading into the stream, which is also the reason why I don't have Meta's POV on the stream today. For whatever reason, I'm unable to stream my screen in Discord. And whenever I try to view Meta's stream, my entire Discord like stops working. Like, my voice gets cut out, it freezes the thing. And then if I try to reconnect, it just says like RTC connecting and doesn't connect me to voice until I restart the app. No idea what's going on. Something is super scuffed. Yeah, all sorts of wackiness. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Yo, Matt, what's good? How you doing, Barry? I'm chilling. How are you, man? Welcome. I'm here with Meta. We're doing a little thing in the thing. Maybe today's the day that we will get a quick 3-in-1. I mean, 3 in a row. Sorry.
3-in-1 would
So
be
how are you?
tough.
It's true, yeah. You got 2-in-1 before, didn't you?
I did get 2-in-1. Yeah.
I think I remember that. It was wacky. Super wacky. Dude, Meta, you missed a super weird chatter the other day.
Oh no.
There was somebody here who was like, they appeared once before. I mean, we're due for like a crazy chatter, you know. I feel like once every 8 months or something, we get like some crazy person. There was somebody who popped in, who was like, "Hey, can you please, can I jump in VC with you, please? I really want to call with you. Please let me jump in VC with you." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not gonna do this while I'm streaming." And they ended up like, the one time they were here, like in May or something, their first message in the chat was like, all caps, like, "I'm trans and I can't tell anybody except for when I'm on an alt," or something like that.
I feel like I
implying this is their
remember
alt
that.
account. Yeah, I think maybe you were here for that one. And they were like kind of alluding, like, "Oh, I'm somebody you know." And then I tried guessing who it was, and they're just like, "No, I'm not any of those people," and then disappeared. They came back for their second time in the stream today, or no, sorry, not today, like 2 days ago. I forget how it was, 1 or 2 days ago, and they were going on like, "Oh, I'm somebody you know," and they were just like teasing me about it. Like, if I guess, then they'll tell me or whatever. It just went on for a while. I got like distracted. I couldn't do anything other than try to figure out who they were or whatever. And then like, I think Flaming Fish Sticks was being like sarcastically like joking, like, "Oh my god, you don't know who it is yet?" I think he was just joking, but I was like, wasn't sure if like he secretly knew who it was or whatever. So I was like, "Oh my god, maybe it's like a prank by somebody else or whatever." So I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll join VC," because I was gonna join with Lemon anyway. So I joined VC, and they joined as well, because they're like, "I'm gonna tell you who I am in VC," and they don't say anything. They just like play. Like, whenever they speak, it's like there's audio of the stream playing a little bit. And I think this is something like, "How do you know who I am?" They just talked really quietly. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't even understand them. I was like, okay, I just like moved them out of the VC afterwards.
That's
and
so
then
weird.
I gave them an ultimatum because I was like, okay, I'm sick of this. Yeah, because I thought they were like Lemon or something. It wasn't Lemon. I did like a race with him, and I absolutely crushed Lemon. I destroyed him by 1 minute. It wasn't that great, but we did win the race. And then
That's all
later
that
I said to the
matters.
person, I was like, okay, you have to reveal. They gave me like a driplets of like clues as to who they were. They're like, "I'm a good Mario speedrunner who only speedruns 16 star. Their PB is between a sub 20 and slower than me." You're just like, okay, I don't know how. That's like maybe kind of good, but they're like, "Oh, I'm a really good player." So I don't know what that's meant to mean. Like, my username, my main account, starts with a C, and it's longer than 5 letters. That's how much info I got out. I was like, okay, I don't want to play this game anymore. Either you tell me who you are. Oh, and then I followed them about a year ago. And, what's the word? I looked through my following. I could not find anybody who matched the description of this person. Like, nobody in my following, like, fit, like, the criteria they gave me. So after I was like, okay, you just gotta tell me who you are, like in like 5 messages, or I'm banning you. And then they posted like some. They're also posting constantly like, "Oh, everybody thinks I'm evil on my main account or something." I was like, I don't know who this is, or whatever. But I eventually just came to the decision like, I think they're just like a troll who's like pretending to be like somebody secretly. They might actually be, but like, I don't know. With the info that they gave me, if it's to be taken at face value, doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really line up with anything. And so I banned them. And then they tried, like, DMing me on Discord. It was like, "Hey, bro, please pick up my call." It was like a missed call from them or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm just blocking this person too. And they tried calling Urko for some reason as well. I don't know why. Weird person. My recount of it is maybe like not super great, but it was just strange. It just stretched on for like like 2 or 3 hours or something.
That's so weird.
Super weird. That's like more or less how I remember it going down. But yeah, very strange. Urbex was here for all of it actually. And then Urbex dreamt about them apparently. I dreamt I dreamt I had super long hair and that I was going bald. Like I had a bald patch, but like an alopecia patch, like just somewhere unnaturally in my head. That was my dream. I don't know what caused that.
I had a dream I was like in a summer camp that ended with like a 5K.
Oh, like a 5K run?
Yeah.
Dude, it's an exhausting dream.
It was super fun, but like I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep up with the top group, you know, hang out with my friends while they're running ahead of me. And man, they were faster than I thought, and I hadn't seen them run before. They ended up getting
like
second place. I was like 7th.
Oh man. Dude, dreams are wacky. I feel like I'd like to do a marathon one day. Yeah, I went for a run
really neat.
last night.
How'd it go?
It was good. I just felt like I just had like energy, like in the evening. Oh, this was after the D&D game. I should tell you what happened in the
Yeah,
D&D
what
game.
happened?
Okay, you can rule on this. I don't really want to say too much because to Malachi because maybe it's like the situation is a little bogus and it's whatever. I'm not gonna like litigate or anything. Anyway, the run part. After the D&D game, it ended a bit early because we're going on like a mini hiatus and it's kind of like the end of like a chapter, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
We like just finished like a massive boss battle, like a massive boss battle. And so afterwards, I still had a lot of energy, and I was like, okay, I'll message Ray to see if he's down to play a little bit of Melee. He was not around. I was like, you know what? I have a lot of energy. I might as well just go for a run. So I went on like a jog. I felt pretty good after it. But it was at like 10:30 p.m. at night. So I don't usually jog at night. But it was like not too bad. It's a really easy, a good way to stay warm.
Yeah.
I'm right now, I think, in my fittest era ever. I'm more fit than I've ever been in my life, by quite a bit. A few days ago, I went with my my good friend Toast from stream. We went out to do this. There's this short but intense climb. There's a hill here called the 1,000 Steps, and it's this like kind of steep incline. If you do the whole thing in one go, it takes like 20 minutes, so it's not super long. But it's just all like stairs and shit.
That's long for
like,
a climb, though.
It is long for a climb, yeah. It's brutal. When I did it with him in February of 2024, and I got like super exhausted. I took like 7 rests because there's like little spots where you can stop and rest. There's like little seats,
Mm-hmm.
like little benches, like up the climb. And I rested like 7 times or something. And when I got to the top, I was like just destroyed. I was like lying down on the bench, like trying to catch my breath. So it was brutal. And this time we did it, I took like only one fairly short break, but I made it all the way up. And then you know I called my breath back in like 5 minutes, and then we went for like another 2.5 hour walk afterwards.
Dang.
So I was like thinking like, man, okay, that's a good comparison. I'm like way further ahead than where I was like 2 years ago. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on a good path right now. But okay, the D&D game. We did so last week, not the one that just happened yesterday or whatever. Last week we had like a boss battle where the whole team, the 4 of us, because there's 4 of us playing, we got captured and like knocked out, and we came to like underground in like these cages and stuff. And so we broke out of the cages, like overwhelmed the guards, and there was this like a big machine with like a crystal being powered with like cords plugged into things, whatever. This big area. And we had to fight all these guards and then fight a minotaur. And then there was also like these laser cannon. I don't know. I'm imagining laser cannons. They're probably not lasers, but like there were these little small cannons like in the ceilings of this area as well that would like shoot and do damage as well.
Okay.
And We fought throughout that first session. We killed everybody. Killed the Minotaur. There was like we tried to like there was some small attempts at maybe peace, but like that wasn't really pursued that much. We just murder everybody. One of our players, played by Necromancer Bob, who's been in the stream only a couple times and not very recently, so you guys may or may not know him. He played a character called Theridon. He died in the original fight that we did last week, so his character died, passed away. No way of reviving him. We're kind of low level right now, so if you're not revived before your death saves are done, if they roll through, then you know it's adios at that point. So his character got wrecked, and he was not in this session because I think Malachi said like, okay, your characters died, and while we were doing like right after that fight, we ended this session, so there was still a little bit more to do, and he asked like if we wanted to keep going, but we decided like not to keep going and to like just continue next time because it was a bit late.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna hold? No! Okay, never mind. I just shot at 3. Anyway, we did that. We did the fight. Minotaur went down. Now, something that Malachi told us that we forgot about was that creatures that have like a level or more than one level, or I forget what the exact thing is, creatures that have levels higher than 1 will get their own death saving throws as well. And we didn't actually check to make sure the Minotaur was dead when we killed him, supposedly.
Oh, no.
So the Minotaur actually got up while we were just like investigating this like big machine, and he attacked me. I had 26 points of health. He attacked me with his horn because I actually stole his sword, so he didn't have like a sword attack. He attacked me with his horn, which did 5 points of damage, and then this is the crucial part: the cannon on the ceiling did 21 points of damage, which got me down to 0. That like knocked me out. Oh my god! So I was down for the count. And then like the other 2 characters were Mahaz's character and Draz's character, right? Because those are the 2 other players that are playing with us. Through a series of events of like trying to subdue the Minotaur and resuscitating me and whatever, Sprout ended up also going down. So there was a period where Sprout was down, Draz's character, Sprout was down, and I was down, and Mahaz was the only one alive while we were doing our death saves or whatever. Mahaz managed to save me, but Draz's character didn't make it. He rolled really badly on his death saves. I think he rolled 3 fails, essentially. And so he got destroyed. And then eventually, the 2 of us, we overcame the Minotaur. He was really hard to fight even then, like after coming back. So he came back with health. But we destroyed him, and we got out of that room, and then we like left, and like the whole city's disappeared. There's like a crater where the city used to be. And then we ended, and that's where like we're taking a hiatus now for like Malachi to plan more of the sessions and stuff. He gave us a tidbit after the end of the session, because the cannon that shot me, that killed me initially at the start of that session, or at the start of that fight, or whatever, that did 21 points of damage. Normally those do, he says in his words, they do 2d8 damage, right?
Right.
That should already be something off with that number. 2d8.
Right.
That can't add up to 21. Turns out he rolled a 3d8 by accident, he realized, instead of 2d8. And then that could brought up sort of like an awkward point, like at the very end, like, oh, wait a minute, okay, so that didn't work. But he's like, like, oh, but that probably would have killed you anyway. And I was like, no, actually, it like perfectly killed. Like, if it had even 1 point less, I wouldn't have died.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of unfortunate. It didn't really turn into anything. I was thinking like, okay, like that's probably like Mahaz would say, like maybe if like it had been calculated properly, that whole battle would have gone quite differently because I wouldn't have gone down immediately at the start of it.
Right.
But Draza didn't really protest that much, so just like, okay, alright. But I was just kind of whack it. You kind. Where can I get this? Is it free? You can get it for $10 on Steam, I believe. It's Trickshot Simulator. If you like Achieving Enlightenment, I would recommend it.
A game where only skill matters.
True. Skill and
patience.
Mental fortitude and patience, yeah. Anyway, so that was the D&D session. Kind of a little whack. I won't lie, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm not like personally too miffed because like it's not my character that died or something. But if I if I was in Drowser's shoes, I'd be a little bit annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is,
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, pretty intense. So me and Mahaz are the only people who've. Well, actually, my character's the only character who's been there from the beginning now. Because Mahaz re-rolled really early. Not due to a death, but just because I think like 2 sessions in, he didn't like his original character. And so that got written out, he got a new character. Draz's character was the only other person who's been there since the beginning. So there are no original adventurers left except for me. I've lived, baby. I lived.
Oh, we gotta try. We gotta go at it. All right.
I've got a minor, a cape that I'm. Wait, what? So I got a minor, comma, a cape, and I'm that unlovable that I got none. Rubix, I don't know how to parse those words together. What does that mean? Is that like a song lyric that you're quoting? Oh, it happens to be unknown at this time. Oh, a mine, as in like a Crusader cape or something? Okay, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about the command. Okay, out of context, that message like made no sense in my brain. I was like, I read that, I was like, I don't know what information this is meant to convey.
Not a great way to start a message, gonna be honest.
I kept saying before, what is it? Altered Lamb added that command. It added like 10 or 15 like potential things that it could land on or whatever. But I'm gonna redo that list. I'm gonna keep his vision for the command true, but I'm gonna like redo it and put like 200 characters that it can land on. I was meant to do that yesterday, but I was like, too distracted by our D&D like ending going so crazily. Apparently, there's a situation where we could have apparently like saved the town by destroying the machine, but anytime we went to investigate the machine, we couldn't figure out what it was because we rolled really badly. I got no info on what it was or what it was gonna do. They're wacky stuff. I will say also, I'm impressed. Malachi's been a fairly good DM, I think. He's been fun.
That's good.
He's been throwing us obscenely hard encounters, which is like interesting. I haven't been in a campaign where we're like barely able to kill anything, which is it's fun in its own way. There's always a threat of like just imminent demise. So it's kind of fresh. I like it. Today's been well. Did you hear what happened in the news here in the stats? I've heard a few things. Did it? I hope things are okay, man. It sounds kind of crazy. I don't really have a. I don't know if I have personally that much to say or have any insight on the matter, but it seems like things are heating up to a dangerous level. Or that I mean, maybe they've already heated up to a dangerous level, and the dangerous level is just here now.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Jellycar and YouTube chat was good. Welcome. Things are not okay. Yeah, things are not okay, and it seems like they're getting less okay by the day. I guess the question is like, how does a country cool down from like a situation like this? I don't really know the answer to that. Have you been Jellycar? Welcome to Chip 3 in a row. My next message is dark humor. I'm scared. I need a lobotomy and a nap. Okay, that's not as I don't know where that could go. A nap doesn't sound too bad though. Did you know what's annoying? this happened to me today. Do you ever like accidentally like not sleep long enough, but then you wake up and it's like the morning, so you can't really go back to sleep, lest you risk ruining your sleep schedule completely? Like I went to bed kind of late. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. or something because I was up like talking to Miza for a little bit, and then because I had gone for a jog like a couple hours earlier, I drank like a lot of water because you get pretty thirsty after like running for a while. And what the result of that was that I woke up at like 7 a.m. or something, like 6 a.m., 6:30 or something, needing to pee. And then I went to pee, and then I looked at the time like when I was going back to bed, so I was like, okay, it's actually bright outside. I was like, okay, it's like 6:45. I was like, damn, I can't go back to bed now. If I go back to bed, I'm just not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna sleep at like a normal time. I'm gonna wake up at like 2 p.m. or something by accident. I've realized though that I'm of the opinion. Here's my hot take. I think naps are evil.
Ooh.
Like naps they just ruin you, man. They're just destructive. They destroy your sleep schedule. You take like one nap. Well, actually, it's just for me because I realize I'm talking to like Meta. He's the nap master.
A nap master, dude. I'll drive to work, get there like 15 minutes early, and take like a 7-minute nap and feel so refreshed to start the day.
That's crazy to me, man. You're literally built different.
Naps are like my lifeblood. That's my caffeine. I don't need a coffee. I just need like a 5-minute nap and I'm good to go.
You're very dad-coded. My house is getting wrecked in Smash. Who are you playing, Lem? Who's your character? You should play as Kirby and try to suck the opponents and like jump off the level. It's like a favorite strategy of mine.
Speaking of Smash, had Riptide this past weekend.
Dude, I watched that. That was a crazy tourney. Dude,
That
Zayn
was
won again.
We only stayed long enough to watch the Melee finals because I had to drive back home right after.
Ah. Dude, there were some wacky moments. The Axe beating Hungrybox with Fox set was
Dude,
crazy.
The crowd was so against Hungrybox in the venue. It was crazy.
Yeah, he he has his vocal opponents for sure.
But that was
Cool
wild. People were saying it's been like 10 years since Axe beat him.
Yeah, the last time he bet him was okay. I'm testing my Melee knowledge now. I want to say 2014. Are there any Melee statisticians who know the answer? I think his last win over him was 2014. I think. I don't remember the tournament though. So it might be like closer to 11 almost. Unless I'm totally remembering wrong. I might have to fact check myself later. I'm a local HBox defender. Dude, he's cool.
I like him. But it's also fun to root against the strong man. You know, everyone likes an underdog.
That's true. He makes a good heel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then we had like what, the Cody versus Zayn grand finals again.
Yeah.
I think Cody reset the bracket and then Zayn absolutely cooked him, like 3-0 in the reset. That was insane. Just just demolishing him. Some interesting stats is that Zayn has now won, I think, just as many super majors, is it? Or majors? I don't remember the number. Either majors or super majors as Armada has.
Dang. Armada's gotta come back.
Oh, this is impossible. I can't do it, man.
See it. I gotta see this angle. Oof. It's about exactly how I botched mine.
I just gonna keep giving myself chances, and then one of them will just land. But yeah, that happened. Then Zayn has also now, I think, won 4 majors in a row.
Okay.
Which means he's 1 away from tying the record and 2 away from beating it. The record belonging to, I'm pretty sure, Hungrybox, who's won 5, which is the most by any Melee player ever. 5 in a row. So he's dude, he's building a legacy for himself. Zane is cooking like no other. It feels like there's a really big kind of skill gap right now in Melee, like there hasn't been in a while. Like around 4 years ago, it was like there were a lot of players who were kind of at this top level. But now it feels like Zane is at the very, very top. Then there's a gap. Then there's Cody. Then there's a gap. And there's a Hungrybox in third. And then there's a huge gap between, and then 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's gonna get ranked 1, 2, and 3 this year for the rankings.
I mean, it wasn't too long ago we had like Amsa near the top, and we had like other players at least contending.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like 2, 3 years ago, it was like a lot more diverse at the top. We had like J-Mook, Amsa, like you said. Amsa hasn't traveled much, I think, in recent years though. Man has been chilling in Japan. Dude, this game is too hard. It's hard, man. Well, also, by the way, FYI for anybody watching, this is gonna be our last session for a little bit because in a few days we're gonna be starting the Pokemon-a-thon, so there's gonna be no Trickshot for a little bit. Also, you were gonna say, Meta?
I was gonna say, no, Chip 2 is like killing me.
Yeah, there's some days I feel like Chip 2 is good, some days it's bad. I feel like I've gotten a couple, 2 Chip 2s today.
I feel like most of my time today has just been practicing Chip 2 because I just don't feel consistent with it.
I'm just trying to, I think my strat right now is just to get 1 and maybe 2, and then I have to get lucky for 3. Like, I've done some practice throws. I can get it in here and there, but like, it just needs to, the stars just need to align for that.
Oh man, you know what'll help? Pokemon-a-thon will allow me time to play Silk Song, play Radix Chronicle. I want to beat that.
Oh, you got some games to play, true.
I got some games to play. I still have like less urge to play games, but these are like games I don't want to not play. Like Silk Song.
Yeah.
There's some chat rooms I just don't go in right now because I even if my motivation is low, I don't want to be spoiled on the game.
Yeah, you're at the very least you're safe here because I know nothing about the game. I haven't even played Hollow Knight. I don't even really know anything about Hollow Knight either. That's crazy. Doesn't matter. Dude, in a mental preparation, I watched a bit of the original Pokemon anime. Dude, that show's fun. It's a fun time.
It is a fun show.
Room 40's nuts. Says, dude, yesterday was a movie. How have you been? Chilling? How are you, man? What's good? Wait, what happened? What happened yesterday? As in, like, yesterday's stream? We did PB. It was big. And we're gonna do more 120 start today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling warm. I'm warmed up. I'm ready.
Your league is done.
No, there's a few more days.
Okay.
Basically, the Pokemon-a-thon's gonna start on like the last day of League. I'm good. Yesterday, yeah, when I was like, I'm evil, aha, I got banned, but now I'm normal. Can I join your call? Okay, I'm banning you again. Bye. That's the chatter, by the way, Meta.
Crazy.
You may not join the call. You are insane. I was thinking that like username color seemed familiar. I also didn't remember the. I don't recognize the username either. I don't understand the obsession with like, please let me join your voice call.
It's so weird.
So was that really yesterday? I feel like that was the day before yesterday. No way that was yesterday. But maybe just a lot happens in general. The world is a busy place. My gods again. They came back! The totally real Mario 64 speedrunner who wants to join VC and breathe heavily. You know what, I get it now. Sometimes people join and they're like, oh my god, I'm banned in so many other channels. I'm like, oh, what, why? And then like fast forward 2 days of interactions later, I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand. I don't know why I reset that. Yo, Colin, what up, man? This looks about the same to me. How are you, man? If you Colin, you missed some wacky stuff. But yeah, only a short Trickshot sim session today before we start Mario in like probably in like 7 minutes actually. We have no meta PB. I mean, no meta POV today due
No
to technical difficulties.
No PB today. No.
Barry, next time they come back, question mark, permission to curse them out in German. I'm not gonna grant that. That sounds weird. You don't need to curse them out. Period. You know, we can just chill and vibe. You know. Why in German? What happened? Psychotic chatter, who insisted on joining voice call.
I was so close, man. It was just a little to the right.
Oh no.
Crazy. That was my first attempt after tabbing back into the game.
Wow, nice. Who was that, by the way? I don't know. It's a random. Their other account was like FKNGFK or something like that. They were here all of either yesterday or the day before. And their whole thing was basically like, please let me join your voice call. I really want to talk to you. Let me join VC. Please let me join VC. I'll be on your call. I'll read your chat to you. Please let me join. I'm secretly a speedrunner that you know. Try guess who I am. That's the summary. They eventually got banned. I did foolishly join VC with them because I thought they were an alt account of somebody who's normal in stream, who's trying to prank me or something, but it is what it is. I will not be joining VCs with random people I don't recognize anymore. How is that going that way? German's the second language I'm learning. First language outside of English. Oh, cool. How's that going? Also, how have you been, Colin? What have you been up to, man? What is good in the hood? Actually, also, Meta, out of curiosity, how many Pokemon games have you played?
Back in grade school, I played some Pokemon Yellow on my best friend's, my best friend at the time's Game Boy when I would stay the night at his house. Never beat it. I think I beat like Gym 4.
Ooh, okay.
Then didn't really play much. Played some Pokemon Stadium on the N64, but didn't really too much with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Pokemon Stadium. Was Stadium? Maybe Pokemon Coliseum. I can't remember.
Stadium is N64. Coliseum, I think, is GameCube.
Got it. Okay, it was definitely Stadium.
What? The chip just jumped out. What the heck? I'm doing great lately. TBH dealing with doctors' BS and disability nonsense. Dude, that sounds annoying. I hope there's not too much more BS that you have to deal with. You can deal with my BS instead. A much friendlier form of BS. Learning on and off for the past 3 years. Oh, that's sick! Dude, good luck with your... Guten luck with your German studies. Weird. Dude, how are you, Derpsty?
I have beaten Pokemon Emerald with Blizzard.
Oh, nice.
We did PokeMMO as a group, and by the end, I think only Blizzard and me were doing it, and we ended up
the iconic duo.
Yeah, beating Elite Four. Beating. Was there a final? No, I think Elite Four was the last thing we did, and then we took our post Elite Four teams and fought each other, and I won.
Yo, nice.
I had a pretty bomber team by the end of it.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to learn the Pokemon.
It's really enjoyable.
Dude, did I tell you my grand idea that I'm adding? I'm gonna do every single day. So I have like no Pokemon knowledge really. Aside from like, the only reason I know that those two games are on those systems is because of the ROMs I may have downloaded. But
from your copies, of course.
Yes, of course. You know, I ripped them from my real copies that I have.
Yeah.
But I've seen Northern Lion do the Pokedoku, which is like this like Sudoku grid like Wordle type guessing game thing.
We would do it like, in the mornings at our warehouse.
Oh, that's hype. Let's go. So I would do horribly at that. I've never tried it because I know like no Pokemon. I know some basic ones, but I don't know what types they are or anything like that. Only played Pokemon Go and not that much. So what I'm gonna do is at the end of each day of the subathon, I will do the Pokedoku every single day, and we can track my knowledge.
That's gonna be a good way to track it.
And then we'll just see like what score I get like all the way through. Pokemon lost me after Ruby and Sapphire just too much. I hope you enjoy endless grinding for EXP. I will see how it goes. At the very least, there's a lot of like side games like Pokemon Snap and things like that. They'll keep it fresh. Stream most Pokemon is those off-brand Pal World games. Yeah, more or less. Imagine Pal World without guns. This doesn't count apparently. Okay. Okay. How long do you have meta before you have to get off? Because I sense it's around your sleepy time.
It is around that time. Man, I've been doing good. I've had like 4 or 5 attempts.
What the hell? You're on fire all of a sudden.
I know.
Your aim just like locked in. It's like, you want to go to bed? Here's 5 near misses.
And 3 of those were like honestly a chip's width away from the cap. Like they were good third throw attempts.
One of these days we need to get on earlier and do like a longer sesh to try to just grind it out.
I just had another attempt and I threw the straightest chip I've ever done and it was slightly to the left.
Oh no. I'll have to go back and have a look at your insane attempts.
And most of them were after I was tabbed out looking at something and then I tab back in, throw, and it's like, how did that go in? Now I've got an attempt. Like, I swear I'm not cheating if I get those.
Oh, and then sometime after the Pokeathon, I'm gonna do a... I've been known to do a few races with my good friend Dark. We're gonna do a Link to the Past, 100% all achievements race through.
Ooh, have you played that before?
I played it for like 20 minutes or something. I've only played the beginning when I was like a little kid, so I've
Okay.
basically not played it.
Dude, that's such a classic.
Yeah, that'll be a really fun game to play through.
Have you
I've heard
played Super
really good things.
Metroid?
I played regular Metroid only, the one for
Okay.
NES.
Because, like, you play Link to the Past, and then you play Super Metroid, and you could do a combo randomizer.
Oh yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah, so neat thing with how those games were created.
Mm-hmm.
On the actual cartridge, Link to the Past uses one half of the memory. Super Metroid happens to use the complete opposite half of memory.
What the hell?
So you can combine them in the randomizer, and there's just like they just program one room that transports you into Link to the Past and one house that transports you back to Super Metroid. And it just
What? That's
works.
so wacky. That's kind of crazy that it just works out like that.
Yeah.
You're lame. What games are I zoned out? A Link to the Past. I'm gonna be racing Darken. But after I finish Quest 64, which will be post Pokeathon. My plans for exactly what's gonna happen when is like not concrete, obviously, because I don't know how long the Pokeathon will go for. It could go for 2 days, it could go for 2 weeks. It's unknown. Unknown.
Do you know what game you're starting with?
Yes, actually. I'm starting with Pokemon Red. Here's my setup, the way I'm doing it. So I'm starting with Pokemon Red. Then, every 10 subs, it'll unlock a new game. It'll be side game, main game, side game, main game. Side games, and so on and so forth in that pattern. Every side game is just going to be on a wheel, like the Sonic games were. So it'll just be on a big wheel, and I'll just spin it, and we'll pick from that.
Mm-hmm.
The main games, however, I'm going to do one per generation as we go through each time. So I'll, like, as soon as we get to 30 subs, we'll randomly choose a Gen 2 game and then add that to the list, and then in another 30 subs we'll randomly add a Gen 3 game and then a Gen 4 game and so on and so forth until we reach the current day, and then we'll loop back around. So then there'll be a random choice between either blue, which is it's like the same as red is my understanding, or yellow for Gen 1 and then the other one's in Gen 2, and we'll go through, but I will include the remakes like in the run through. So like Leaf Green and Fire Red are not going to be included in like the first run up, but they will be included in like the rerun backup.
Okay.
So they'll kind of keep it. That's sort of what I came up with to like make it make sense, and also keep it kind of fresh, as we go. To at least like minimize repetition as much as possible, really.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know how many. I don't know how much of it we'll get through. I don't want to make any predictions. I don't think it'll last as long as the Sonic-a-thon, but I'm mentally prepared if it does. Oh, also it'll be the same setup, so like 20 minutes per sub, 40 minutes per $5 donor, and then timer paused if I'm like asleep or away.
Mm-hmm.
And Minesweeper at night.
Let's go.
Shouts to Meta for developing that.
I had a couple people download it earlier this year.
Oh.
That both downloaded it around the same time and both messaged me about like, hey, the site you link to doesn't exist anymore. How do you set this up now? So we had to troubleshoot a new method.
Just a new auth site.
Yeah. And then my friend Ryuji keeps getting on me. He's like, You really should just like pull your own OAuth token. Like you should just have the game do that. I'm like, I know, but
that would be really nice actually. That'd be very like very prim and proper.
Mm-hmm. Be the professional way, but I'd also, if I was going the professional way, I'd redo. It wouldn't use like an IRC bot room that Twitch uses because now it uses a different system, and that would require opening the project again.
Yeah, it could be a headache.
Like that'd basically be just redoing the project.
Twitch plays Minesweeper 2.0.
And if I redid the project, I'd probably like recreate it as a Twitch extension instead of like a downloadable program.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because then it's like, oh, not only can you play with the streamer, you can also play your own game just like while watching the stream.
It's a cool idea, actually. But that seems like, yeah, it would be like a bit more full on to like do that sort of development.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a whole nother like learning that system, learning if it's capable of doing that. I'd imagine it is capable, but a lot of research goes into that level of redesigning.
Man, this game is too hard.
Oh no.
I'm not 100% sure if that one even counted. It was like kind of half on the lip of the lid of the cap.
If I don't know if it's gonna count, I just send the third chip. I'm like, I've got to just trust that it might count.
Yeah, same, it's the same. Yo, Bardic Tales, dude, you suck? Wait, why? Bardic Tales, what is good? That's our D&D, whatchamacallit? Our official D&D account. Well, you're Panda. Bro, you are not still at this stage. We're gonna be at this stage for a bit, man. We're gonna be at this stage for a hot minute, dude. For a hot minute. I could be bothered booting up the other PC. This is I would not recommend this game if you're not into stream torture games. But if you are into transcendental meditation and achieving true enlightenment and building your mental fortitude like a callus on a foot, I'd recommend it. Also, what have you been up to? How is the dude, I just talked about our D&D session earlier, actually. How's the do you have like fun and wacky ideas for where we're heading? It kind of felt like we ended sort of like a season 1 type event. What the hell was that? Did you see that? I wonder how long this would take if you actually tried. I'm actually trying, bro. Don't even get me started, Panda. I could crush you in this game. Your mental fortitude is just not trying. I am trying. You just finished the prologue? Yeah, I know you said at the end of the session, like, welcome to the beginning of Felbrush Ascension, which is the name of our campaign. And I was like thinking to myself, like, goddamn, was this shit? Just the prologue? I'm the only original party member who's survived it this long, somehow. Everybody else has been re-rolled or died at this point. Nobody else has remained. Which is crazy. I think Brat was like the longest lasting character until he was smushed by unfortunate RNG and death rolls. Plot armor? We have like the up... I don't even know if I have plot armor. I feel like I'm next. Honestly, I think as we level, we will get more resilient to dying. Because right now, the problem with being low level is it's kind of easy to die, and we don't have the resources to fully revive people currently. Like, if somebody's just going down, we can heal them, and maybe if we have a healer or a potion, so that's not too bad. But being low level, you're, like, very prone to the whole party dying, or, like, one person dying. Because all it takes is just, like, a spur of bad rolls from your own team, and then, like, some good rolls from, like, the other team at the same time, and then you get really cornered into a bad position. You also don't really have a dedicated healer. I feel like Theroden was our dedicated healer, but he died. I'm not sure if he was a healer or not. I feel like he was the only person who had healing spells. Also, when Chase was playing with us, I feel like his character maybe could have done that, but I don't even know. Sprout no healing and Kadir is only ranger. Sprout's our closest. He has good berry, so you can like spawn a bunch of berries and like shove them in our throats. But like, yeah, that was kind of it. I have absolutely no healing as a fighter. I like stocked up on health potions like a little while ago. You remember, I was buying those things. I was buying them up, but I used all of them. Jay's character was a rogue. That's right. Either way, dude, I'm looking forward to chapter 1. I'm looking forward to it. Also, speaking of which, I don't really know how many people actually watch my stream during the Trickshot segments. I presume very few, but if anybody here is watching and you guys want to tune into the D&D streams when they do happen, be sure to follow Bardic Tales. That's Bardic_Tales on Twitch. I'm usually live on there 7 p.m. Australian evenings Wednesday for us. Venus. I do hate. Dude, I was looking through like my Twitch stats the other day just to see like, because like there's always like a big spike whenever I play Mario, but whenever I look at like the Trickshot segments, they're like just this tiny line at the bottom. I'm like, oh my god.
It's funny. I even named my stream title today just the Trickshot podcast.
It really is. Oh man, it's a fun time. Okay, wait, Matt, do you need to go?
Yeah, we should call it now. I pushed an extra
out before I ramble.
I pushed an extra 15 minutes, got another 2 attempts at 3, fumbled both of them.
That's crazy. Your consistency is insane.
Yeah, I had to keep pushing today.
Just to see if you could get the, you're like the guy in the meme, like mining through the wall to get the diamonds, you know.
And unfortunately, I have to stop when it's right there.
Don't worry. Every day we play, we get closer.
Yeah, considering, I mean, we both had a good handful of attempts, and it's only been an hour? Is that how long we were playing?
Yeah, about an hour. Not too bad, not too bad. But yes, guys, if you haven't followed my good friend Meta Forever, give him some love. I'm gonna switch to Mario 64 120-star speedruns for the next, like, 8 hours or something. So if you guys want to tune in for that, that's what we're gonna be doing. And we'll be back with Trickshot Simulator sometime after the Pokemon Marathon, the Pokemon Subathon, which will be starting in, like, 4 days from now, guys. 4 days, and we begin. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be big.
Have you posted an official announcement of that?
I keep meaning to, and I have not.
You should probably do that.
I really should, yeah. I gotta do it, like, today, like, after stream. I gotta, like, just record the video and then send it. I just, like, noticed an error in one of my overlays, like, delayed it. But I gotta put that out and then post it on social media and stuff. But for you guys who've been here in the stream, you guys know, 4 days from now, 15th of September for me, probably the 14th for many of you guys, is most likely the starting date. Possibly a day later is the situation right now. That's where we're at, yeah. What about you, Matt? What have you got planned?